Hello Amiga fans, this is Randy back with one of those pieces of software we used back in the day. The software we're going to be working with today is Pixel 3D from Axiom Software, copyright 1991. It was auto tracing and file conversion software. You could convert your 3D models that you made in Imagine to Lightwave or Sculpt or vice versa. Very handy in that respect. Today we're going to be looking at some of the tools that it offered for auto tracing. Very simple process of auto tracing a graphic from Deluxe Paint and extruding and beveling it. So here we go. We're going to start with Deluxe Paint. And we're going to do it in high res so we get rid of as many, I should say, of those zaggies, because in this process you want to eliminate zaggies. One of the ways to help with that is we're going to make it some other color. Okay, and you're going to see how much I'm not an artist here, but it'll get the example for you. Just going to make a random shape. And a couple of wavy lines. Okay, isn't that fantastic? Let's save that. And we're going to be doing this on my SD box. So let's put it in the 3D drawer so we kind of keep things organized. It's not an LWAB yet. Just shape 3. Okay, and we're done showing off my lack of art skills. Now we're going to go into Pixel proper. This is the floating point version 2.03 XL. We're going to configure it for an extrusion, and I think we're just going to extrude it like 40, and I think if we turn the beveling on, we should get a bevel. Now I think this bevels in. The way I'm doing this, you can do that differently. We're going to turn on some line smoothing just to kind of help with all those zaggies that we get out of a bitmap graphic. Okay, so there's our setup. Now we're going to import from our SD box. I think I put it in the 3D drawer, and it's called Shape 3. And away we go. Now it's auto tracing, and it will do the beveling. And then once we're ready to go, we'll take a look at it here in a rough OpenGL-like display. Not near the power of OpenGL. Okay, you can look at it shaded, and if you want to, then you just redraw it. I think we're looking at the unbeveled side. Let's go around and see what our beveling did. I think our beveling is inset, if I did it right. There we go. So you get the idea there of what we're capable of. And hopefully our line smoothing algorithm did us some good with all these zaggies. Alright, so now we're just going to save that. We'll save it right out as a Lightwave file. Now here is where you would output what you want, and I believe you have an import where you can input what you want. So very handy. You can output Lightwave, 3D Pro I'm not familiar with, Turbo Silver I've used a little, DX AutoCAD is kind of standard of the industry, Imagine, Sculpt, Videoscape, all kinds of freedom for the day. Remember, this was in 1991. Okay, we're going to save that right back there to our SDO 3D drawer as an LWAB. Now, little clue, if you want to take this into PC for Lightwave, you got to lose the B off of the suffix, but it loads in. Just rename it LWO, and I'm going to be doing that on a PC because I haven't installed Lightwave on my 1200 since I changed the hard drive. And we'll render that up and we'll be back with you. So thanks for staying around. So here's our object in layout. I did bring it through Modeler, and I didn't do any work on it though, other than make it double-sided. The Zaggies show up here. Well, I'll give you an idea. Let me do a rotate on this. You can see how Deluxe Paint is kind of low res, but you could take it in those days and do a polygon reduction, or you could do a smoothing and change surface names and apply smoothing as needed, and you could get pretty close to what you're after, which I was just after the example that it worked here. So you could technically, you could say that you know, Pixel's still kind of viable today for making fast shapes. Didn't work too bad here. Some of these tools that we used back in the day still have some capabilities that maybe we've not taken advantage of. Many of the things that we take for granted in modern production world were made possible by the Amiga, the Toaster, Lightwave, other programs, and third-party developers. And I think that really shows the power of the Amiga. It attracted fabulous third-party developers and really laid the groundwork for where we're at today. So, like I always say at the end of every video, enjoy your Amiga. Thanks for watching.